Hello everyone, welcome back. So certification or interview questions from Data Wave part 3. So we have already discussed 7 questions from Data Wave in previous videos. So let us look into the 8th question now. So what is printed by logger? So here we need to observe the given flow diagram and also the XML and then choose the correct answer. Okay. So in flow diagram, we are using scheduler, set payload and logger. So in set payload, we are setting this value as input. JSON data, name Steven, email steven@gmail.com. And then in the logger, we are printing type of that payload. What is the type of the payload? Okay, so we can see this in Studio, but before going to that, let us see this one. So here, type of AB, type of 1, 2 in a brackets, and type of 3, 4, type of true, type of JSON object A5. So here the answer for this type of AB is string, because we are giving here is a string, right? And then this everyone knows that, in the brackets we are giving, right, square brackets, so that means it is array. And type of 3, 4 means this is number. And then type of true or false means that is Boolean. And then type of this is, here we are giving JSON object, means that is object. Okay. So when we are giving JSON, then the response is object. And also when you give XML here, that is also a string. Okay. So do not forget that. That is one definite question from the certification. Sometimes they give JSON object, sometimes they give XML. So whenever they give JSON, this will print object. Whenever they give XML, this will print as a string. Okay, so let us execute this in Studio and then see the output. So this is already running. So let me show you what we have in this. In the set payload, we are setting name Steven, email steven@gmail.com. And in the first logger, we are printing type of payload. So we can see it is already running, right? The schedule is running for every 1 minute, you see. So let us see what is printing in the first logger. See here, first logger. Let me come back and go down. Yeah. This is the recent output. See, at the first logger, it printed object, because we have given payload here in a JSON format, right? So the expected output is object. So if you are giving XML in this one, then it will print as a string. Okay, do not forget that. So let us move on to the next question. So what is correct data wave code to import and call custom module function? This is my mistake. Custom module function. Okay. So this is one custom module. So we need to call this function from data wave. Okay. So here we need to, when we want to call the function from a custom module, we need to import that module and then we need to call that function. So how to import and how to call? So that syntax we should know to answer this question. Okay, so let us see this in Studio. So see here, this is a custom module that I have prepared. This is the same screenshot. Just it is having one function only, my function of some input we need to give, and that input plus it is concatenating these values. So plus my module and space. Okay. And in the second logger, just we are printing the output. So here we need to observe this payload. And also we need to choose a correct answer. I mean, what is the data web code we need to write to import and call this function, right? So let us execute this and let us observe this. It is already running. So here, second logger, what it is printing, called my module successfully. So let us see how we are calling and what we are doing here. So here, this is a my module, and here I'm importing that my modules, and my module name we need to give my module.dwl. So here we just need to give my module, and then we need to call this function my func. So here my function of called space. So I'm calling with this input. So what it will do, it will take this input called space my module space, it will return, and then successfully. So called my module successfully, it should print that, and it is printing as we are expecting. Okay, so now what is the syntax we are using here? See here, when we are importing, observe this, import modules, this is default. We need to give 2 colons, and then we need to give our module name. 2 colons, don't forget that. And then when we call a function, also we need to use 2 colons. Okay, so let us look into our options. See here, first one is having 2 colons, and we have modules 2 colons and my module, 2 colons function name, and we are sending a value. So this is the correct answer. And in this one, it is only given like 1 colon at the 2 places, and here dot, just dot. So answer for this is A. So do not forget, I mean, before going to certification, or, for normal Mule developers also, this is one of the important thing that should know. So this is the way that we import the module, and this is how we call the function from that module in DataWave. Okay, so let us look into the next question. DataWave code to create XML in output format. So means we need to generate this output from DataWave. Okay, so we need to generate this output, this XML output in DataWave. So let us see the screenshots from, options from certification. So let us execute this in the studio, then we can go to the options. See this output applications /XML. So here user ID is 100, 101, 102. And then here we are generating XML. Okay. So how we are generating, and whenever you generate XML, observe this. So for example, this is the output XML that we need to generate, right? So here, what is the first main tag, root tag, is users, right? It always starts with that root tag. That is one thing. And then we need to loop and print these values, because these are the repeated elements, right? User, user, and user. So we need to loop and print these values, okay? So here we are just, from this we are looping that array using mapper, and then inside that we are printing user, means this one, and then inside that we are printing user ID as 100. 100 means how it is coming, this value. Okay, so root tag should be on top, and then we need to loop the user and user ID. So let us see the output from the console. It is already running, right? So this is the third logger output. So what it is printing, just payload. So let us see this. See XML first tag, and then user, users, user ID. So this is the expected output, right? Okay, so let us see the options in our exam. see this here, before root tag also there are some open brackets and all, right? So this is not the correct answer. And this is also same, this is not correct answer. And C and D, we have, it is starting with users, root tag, so it is fine. And then we need to loop this user IDs, right? So when we are looping a user ID, it should start with, that should be in a brackets. So in a data wave. So this is the syntax. So we should remember the syntax in data wave. So answer for this is D. Okay. So just remember this. We should start with root tag, and also we need to loop the given values and print user and user IDs. Okay. Thank you guys. Thank you very much. So we'll meet in next video with one more interesting topic. Good luck with your certification.